Hi guys, my name is Paulina and this is part 2 of the series about the top 10 advice for making a successful career on Fiverr. If you didn't see the first part, I really recommend you to watch it now by using the link in the description below and then come back to this video. And if you did see it, I assume you're here to listen to the remaining 5 tips, so let's get started. Now, to make it clear, I don't mean that you need to constantly change everything in your gig. No, it's a bad idea. In fact, before doing so, ideally you need to clearly understand what works for your clients and what doesn't. Maybe some of you are thinking right now that it's very hard to understand these things on Fiverr, and I will agree with you. Fiverr doesn't provide enough data for the sellers to make clear conclusions about what exactly works great in your gig and what is not that powerful. And I actually never understood why they have such a bad analytics system. But as always, we simply need to adapt and take the maximum out of what's available. What I personally would recommend is, first of all, making decisions about your gig based on the research about Fiverr. For this research, you can use YouTube videos like this one, information from Fiverr's educational center, and so on. Now, when you did that, you need to give it some time and after that, analyze the performance of your gig. You can use the tools available on Fiverr, like looking at the number of impressions and clicks on your gig in the last 7 days, 30 days, and so on. Or you can simply monitor the number of daily requests that you have. After that, if the demand is not sufficient for you and you want more clients, you can simply change just one thing in your gig. And it's very important, just one thing. For example, a thumbnail, description, tags, pricing, or anything else, but just one thing. Why so? Well, only then you'll be able to make a conclusion about the effect of this change confidently. You see what I mean? If you change multiple things at the same time, then you won't be able to understand what exactly improved or worsened your gig's performance. This tip is something that really helped me to better understand Fiverr's algorithm and preferences of my potential clients. I was even able to increase the number of requests and clients to the level that I couldn't handle anymore. So don't underestimate this tip. Yeah, this is the conclusion that I made for myself after practicing this for some time. And I would say that this is my principle now. Sometimes there are temptations to do so. For example, when there is a great opportunity to participate in these huge projects and people make these competitions among several sellers. You know, they tell you that they want to see what different people can do to choose the best editor, copywriter, or anyone else for their company, and already then start working on a regular basis with this person. But even in this situation, I kind of forced myself to refuse to work for free. You're probably wondering what's the reason for that. Well, I made a conclusion that people don't value free work. Yeah, you know, it's in our psychology. We do not value something that was too easy to get. Even if it's the best thing in the world, we don't appreciate it as we would if we put some effort into getting this. By the way, do you agree with this? Have you ever experienced something like this in your life? Please leave a comment below, let's have a discussion about it. I think it's a very interesting topic. Anyway, here's what I do instead of completing the project for free. When I see a great opportunity for collaboration and I see that the client is doubting whether I'm the right person for this work and whether I'll be able to deliver a high quality product, or if the client already asks me to make a free sample, I offer a trial video for half of the original price. And you know, I didn't have a client who refused this offer, even if originally he wanted to get a free sample. But I think it's very important to explain to your client why you don't practice deliveries of free samples. Here is what I usually say. Hello, thank you for reaching out to me. Unfortunately, I don't provide free samples because with the demand for my services and the workload that I have right now, I simply cannot afford this. However, I can suggest you purchasing a trial video for my premium package for half of the price. This way, I'll be able to deliver the best possible result. I won't rush through the materials that you provide me with, and I will also try to impress you with the final product. After the trial video, we can have a Zoom call and discuss everything about our further collaboration, and also negotiate the price depending on your needs. How does it sound to you? Now, remember the third tip from the first part? It's very important to remember that it's a bad idea to compare yourself with me. Just find out if and how this tip will be useful for your strategy. You could have probably noticed that in the template of the message that I shared with you in the previous chapter, I offered a client to have a Zoom call. And yeah, this is because I thoroughly believe that this increases your chances significantly. You see, when you're on the call, you have much more opportunities to demonstrate your professionalism and convince the client that you are the person he is looking for. But it's very important to note that this tip will work only if you trained yourself right and developed good communication skills, and also if you are really great at the topic. By the way, guys, if you enjoy watching this video so far, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content like that. So, to give you an example, let's consider my case. I'm doing video editing. So when I have a Zoom call, first of all, I come prepared. I know something about the brand of my client, maybe his preferences based on what I research about him or his company, and I show him that I know these things. While we talk about the editing of his video, I can give him some advice about the filming, and I share my work experience with the thing that we're discussing, for example. I also will be dressed professionally and sound confident. But at the same time, I'll be friendly and patient, showing that I'm really listening and I'm interested in what the person shares. So all of this gives a really good impression to the person you're talking to. And from my experience, I can say that if you manage to give value and be professional during the call, there is a very little chance that the person won't hire you. So what do I mean with this? Well, first of all, I think it's very important to be predictable for your clients. This gives them one of the most important things in any professional collaboration, and this is a confidence in you and your services. So for example, if you take 6 days for delivery and you manage to complete the work in 3 days, don't deliver the product on the 3rd day. Wait for the deadline and only then make the delivery. Well, you see, if you deliver the product earlier, the client will probably be happy about it, but you won't meet his first expectations. And this means that next time when you take 6 days for delivery and you won't manage to complete the work in 3 days like last time, your client will be disappointed when he doesn't receive his order on the 3rd day, despite the fact that you agreed on a 6 days delivery. It happens simply because you forced him to change his expectations the first time. And he won't respect your time in the future because you're so unpredictable and thus unprofessional to him. You see what I mean by this? And also there is another situation. Sometimes people ask you, when can you deliver this product? You say 6 days, since you have too many orders in the queue now. And then the client tells you that he has a deadline in 3 days and he really needs it by Friday. So please, please, please. So if you agree to do this for him the first time, despite the fact that it will be super hard for you and you want to make your life harder just once, just this time, from now on this client won't take your arguments about your occupancy seriously anymore. So he won't respect your time. So it's super important to meet your client's expectations and not to change your words about the delivery. While I'm talking to you, it seems like there is the end of the world in In the first part of this series, I talked about the importance of good reviews. My profile on Fiverr has 5-star rating. Nice, guys! What's going on? Can you hear that? It's like pew, pew, pew. Can I finish filming my video, please, world? There's usually sun at this time. It's 6 o'clock. So how do I manage to receive awesome reviews almost all the time? What I found out working with different clients is that you just need to be kind and patient to them and be ready to go an extra mile for their project. Even if you write just one sentence with your advice on how they can improve their product, or if you suggest adding just one little extra thing to their product, this will almost guarantee a 5-star review. Well, of course, the product that you deliver should also be very good, but what I noticed is that the pleasant experience that you give to your clients is at the same level of importance as the quality of the end result. Even if you do produce the best product ever, without the pleasant experience all along, the client won't be satisfied and won't leave the best review. So don't underestimate the importance of dialogue with your client. So this was the final tip of this video, guys. Don't ask me what's going on outside, I don't know, it's just Amsterdam. I tried to give you the most valuable advice and share my experience to help you grow your business on Fiverr. Let us know in the comments if you have your own tips for freelancers. Did you agree with my opinion? Which tip was your favorite? Please leave a comment below and I'll be happy to have a discussion with you guys. Also, don't hesitate to contact me and ask me to cover some specific topics or answer some specific questions that you have about freelance. Recently, this person reached out to me on Instagram and asked me to share my tips about creating requirements page. And I'm making a separate video about this topic right now, so I'll be just happy to help you as well. I really hope that you enjoyed watching this video. If I managed to give you some value, give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. Oh, and don't forget to hit the bell so you can get notifications every time I post a new video. So thank you for watching and I hope to talk to you soon. Пока-пока!